This week on the White Knuckle Web Show, we start Todd Pringnitz's season in Iowa. Here we go.
Well, I can't believe it, but we're going out on seasons here again. We're leaving the house, and Katie and Eric going down into a blind down there that I've been planning for a year to hunt. So I've been watching deer from the house. We can watch it from the house. It's perfect. Yeah, man, here we go.
I feel good about this spot. Perfect night to catch one. And when we were walking out here, these are the nights that sometimes you gotta kind of go by faith. You know, you might not have a trail camera picture of a big shooter buck in a particular area, but these are the kind of nights where you can get them. So sometimes you just gotta hunt your good spots when you feel like it's a good time.
Going into the 2016 season, my plan was to be patient. The couple hit list bucks I was really chasing, I knew weren't going to be probably around until later in October. So starting out, my season goals were to wait for fronts and to try to make them count for scouting.
I tell you the stuff I do here. I just scaled a cliff here below, or above me, fell, hurt my one wrist, my other thumb is already wrecked. I'm wearing a brace on it. But the spot I'm going into tonight is one I've been looking forward to for 2 years now. I killed the Rusty real close right here, or the Rusty man. But to get into this spot, I gotta wear waders to get across this creek. But I'm able to sneak in from downwind where nobody else can. It worked last time. Oh, I'm just hoping it works out. And I'm hoping these waders don't have a leak in them. I'm gonna find that out real quick too. I'm in position. Everything worked out perfectly. I was able to sneak in here and get set up without making any metallic noise. The wind in this spot. I tell you what, without that machine right there, without that ozonics, I'd be sunk tonight, just like the day I killed Rusty. When I killed Rusty, I was up here a little bit. I thought maybe I might be able to avoid, I might be able to stabilize the wind by coming down this bottom a little bit more, but right now with it being a little bit breezy, that wind is just circling like crazy. Mostly it's just blowing opposite of the wind direction, it's blowing from the southwest instead of northwest. It's a little buck over there, looks like a 2-year-old or something. The time has come, baby. We got some weather. You can see behind me some dark clouds coming in. We got a southeast wind, which is rare. And I'm heading in the sanctuary trying to kill Katie's buck or the night fox. I've already gotten several pictures of night fox in this area. I'm basically about to the sanctuary. I gotta cross the creek, go up a hill, and then sneak right in the back of the blind. Hopefully I can do all that without blowing anything out. If I can do that, I might stand a chance of killing one of these big bucks tonight. That worked perfect. Oh my gosh, he scared me. He was 10 yards away from the blind like Marcella. He didn't even hardly pay attention to the blind, so he went out and snipped that my scrape out there. Kind of an eerie night, but hopefully one of my shooters shows up. I'm in here for one deer, and his name is Katie's buck. And I hate him. I hate him worse than any deer I've ever hated in my whole life. He's the biggest turd of a 6-pointer, who also happens to be the toughest freaking deer to get close to. He's driving me nuts, kids. I mean nuts. Flippin' crazy.
In early mid-October, my plan was to do a couple strategic hunts in specific areas I believed had the potential to be holding a mature deer. The important thing to consider is access, and I went the long way on all of these hunts because it was really mild and much easier to do without all the extra clothing that the cold weather brings. It would also enable me to scout going in and coming out from each hunt, and to see what sign was in the area and whether I'd consider hunting it later in the season. I had preset most of my stands before the season, so I didn't have to worry about setting up, which is a huge advantage. If you don't have enough good stands to have a lot of options, then you just have to run and gun more often. I only plan on 1 to 2 hunts per stand or blind each season. If you stick to those rules, you would be shocked at how many more deer you would see. It's a ton of work, but that's what it takes.
Start the morning. Beautiful buck I'm walking in. When I first saw him, I was like, holy crap, that's a big buck. Nice 3-year-old, like 130, 140, 35 class type deer. Beautiful. He came in and he smelled my boot tracks where I came walking in. Didn't get too freaked out. Came over here and worked this scrape right in front. And as soon as it's getting light, it's that time of year where you can catch one anytime. It's still a little early, but I'm trying to stack them.
I got a spot out on the backside of my sanctuary that I'm going to access in from one of my neighbors, and I think I might just be able to catch a buck coming out of there tonight. Conditions are terrible. 15-mile-an-hour winds. It's almost 70 degrees in southeast Iowa, and it's Halloween, 31st of October. So I'm heading to this spot on a southeast. It's cutting it bad. I'm relying on my ozonics. I mean, it's just cutting it. But, you know, that's, if you're going to catch one of these big bucks moving, I think this is the spot I can do it.
On the way in here, I saw a ton of sign, big buck rubs. Definitely coming out of this top side of the sanctuary, so I don't believe it busted anything out. And, yeah, all I can do is hope I might get a crack at one yet.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of the White Knuckle Web Show. Next week, we'll conclude with the story of a 7.5-year-old buck Todd calls the Basemaster General.
Just worked. Just worked. Just worked. He's got our O's on right now. Yeah, that's was hard to do with Kyle right there. It's a 5-year-old buck. I nicknamed Double Dragon. He is a beautiful, but he got straight downwind, smelled the ozone, didn't know what it was, came right to us. You could see him lifting his nose. The wind is absolutely dead calm right now. It's just floating downhill. Watch that. Right to him. You cannot deny that he was just sitting there looking up at us in the tree. Not only one person, but 2 people. But it's not a human. It doesn't smell like a human, so we're not humans. So they're almost curious. I was hoping we would get to see that buck, though. He's pretty, isn't he?